All right, guys, welcome back. We're making our Man Can announcement for the month here. We're rolling into August, which is going to be EDC month. In case you guys don't know, Man Cans is kind of an opportunity for you guys to help support the channel. It's kind of like a little monthly box of random things that we select that revolve around a given theme. You pre-order the can, we put it all together and we get it out to you on the following month. So for August coming up, the can's going to be EDC. Also, one of the interesting things that we're doing now this month is we've offered our first ever what we're calling Man Up program. All right, so you've got the standard $30 can, then you man up and you can do a $60 version, then you can man up again and you can do a $100 version. Now, at the time that this video is being cut, we've actually already gotten in a lot of feedback from you guys about the Man Up program, and believe it or not, probably a good percentage of the people that have bought the Man Can for this particular upcoming month being EDC have purchased the $100 version, which actually kind of surprised us considerably. So the way that it works is basically with the $30 can, you get a basic set of items, which are definitely awesome for 30 bucks plus shipping. At the $60 range, you get like an additional item put into the can that's really cool, that will definitely be worth the extra money. The item will probably be worth way more than the additional cost of the can anyway. So what basically ends up happening is when you buy a $60 version or a $100 version, you're getting these awesome additional items that go in the can in addition to the normal $30 can. What really happens is that your base Man Can kind of gets cheaper as you spend more money. So the items get more expensive and they get a little bit nicer, but you're still getting that core Man Can. And at that level, it really starts to turn the standard Man Can into almost being kind of free in a way, if that makes any sense. So you still get, at like the $60 level, you still get everything in the $30 can. At the $100 level, you get everything in the $60 can and the $30 can. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. EDC is a really, really popular subject matter, and we've been getting a ton of people asking us when we're going to do EDC month again. And I tell you, we have got some awesome stuff coming up for EDC month that you are not going to want to miss. Trust me, EDC is always an awesome can, and it's going to be great. And I appreciate the support that we get from you guys on these Man Cans. It means a heck of a lot to me and my family, and it really helps us continue business, doing what we're doing, putting out video content for you guys. Many of you guys know this content sometimes isn't cheap to put together. As you get larger and as it becomes more of a full-time endeavor for what's going on, you tend to find that it starts to get a lot more costly, and it starts to be more of a involved process to put out content, which I love it. I love what I get to do, and it's from the support of viewers like you that allows me to continue doing what I'm doing and to give us kind of that transparency that we get in being able to keep an honest, level of integrity with you guys, keep everything, nice and honest in what we're doing. If a guy goes on Facebook and says, hey, we want you to review whatever gun, I want to be able to go and review that gun and not worry about where the gun came from, how I need to get it, what I need to do to pay for ammo. So Man Cans allows me to truly give you guys exactly what you want and exactly what you ask for. So in these videos, we also unbox the current can that's being shipped out right now. So July's can was Everyday Heroes. Now, a lot of people were giving us a little bit of grief because of the recent events that have happened and a lot of the hatred that has come towards police officers because of things that are going on. This particular can, I'm not going to beat around the bush here, guys. It didn't really do too well. A lot of folks were emailing us and saying, hey, I'm not buying the first responders can just out of principle because I don't agree with this or that, or I don't support our first responders. Look, whatever reason, that's cool, totally fine. You have that right to think that way if you want or whatever. But July's Man Can was Everyday Heroes, and the whole point of Everyday Heroes is your firemen, your first responders, your medics, your police officers, your soldiers, everyday heroes, people who their job every day is just to do what they do and to do miraculous things day in and day out for their fellow man, for the citizens that they essentially serve. I mean, when they're in that type of job function, their job is to serve you, is to protect you, is to save you when you need saving. So this can was dedicated to those men and women. And what we did is Brandy put out kind of a poll on Facebook, and we asked every first responder, EMT, fireman, medic, you name it, police officers to tell us what they think we should put in this can. And most of these items that are in this can were chosen by you guys, by our viewers, and by those of you that are first responders, okay, and everyday heroes. So we did a custom fight soap. Now, this is a part of the video where if you got this can on the way and you don't know what you don't want to know what you're getting, you might want to turn away now. But we like to unbox it so that people that are wondering about what they're going to be getting with the $30 can, they can kind of watch and see the sort of stuff we put in it. So we like to have full transparency there. All right, so we did another custom fight soap. So the $30 can, moving forward, in fact, every man can. So if you buy a $60 or $100 version, you're always going to get fight soap or the $30 version. Every single one comes with a fight soap. So there's a custom label there, custom scent. I'm not going to give it away, but we do a fight soap every month. They've been insanely popular. People love them. All right, Bastion did a patch for us. We got our Everyday Heroes patch. Of course, with the insignia there for police, firemen, and EMT medical services. That's just a nice, subtle way that you can show homage to your fellow man who is an everyday hero, okay? We did a sticker pack, which I do not have here to show you at the time we're cutting this video, but the stickers are awesome. They come in like a little pack. Stickers are one of those things. They are what they are. Some people like them, some people don't, but we like to put some form of sticker in every single box. All right, we did a badge pin. Now, Bastion did this for us as well, and it's basically like a little lapel pin, and that's something you can put on your uniform if you're a EMT or fireman or whatever, or if you got a cool little backpack you run around with, stick that on your backpack or maybe like on your hat somewhere or something like that. So that's kind of a little pin that can serve a variety of different uses. And maybe like if you've got a guy that is a first responder that you're friends with, maybe give him that as like a sign of appreciation or something, a nice little gift for somebody. All right, so we've got a Freedom Munitions discount card. Guys, Freedom Munitions has been doing a great job of making sure we get discount cards to put in the cans for you guys, but basically you get $10 off your order. So right there, you're getting $10 back already, which is great, and definitely thanks to them for that. All right, now the following items here are items that were chosen by you guys and by first responders as being things you would recommend people have laying around. And the whole purpose of it is they want you to be ready and prepared if something were to happen and first responders can't get to you in time or something like that. And we asked them what would be the most common items that they would want to have laying around in an emergency situation. And especially considering the price point of the Man Can, I think we did a pretty good job of getting some cool stuff in here. So the first thing is, it's called a Rescue Me. It's basically like a little seatbelt cutter and a glass breaker. So you put this on your keychain, and let's say your car gets flipped over or some crap like that happens or whatever, or say you get, I don't know, you drive your car in a lake or something and you got to cut your belt off of yourself or something. You can cut the seatbelt with this, and you can break glass with this little spring-loaded plunger in here. Will crack the glass and allow you to get out. So that's awesome. You get one of those. We did a CPR mask. A lot of the first responders that we asked, about items put in this can, they thought that a CPR mask would be a really handy thing. Unfortunately, I don't have it to show you here, but it comes in like a little case with a lanyard. And basically what a CPR mask is for is so you're not transferring any germs from you to them or from them to you. Or let's say that somebody's real bloodied up or nasty and you don't want to run the risk of giving someone CPR and catching some kind of disease or something that's bloodborne or some type of sickness. The CPR mask allows you to administer CPR to a potential victim or something you're trying to help, but without risking transferring any kind of bodily fluids back and forth. So that's a great idea. One of our EMT guys that responded, we thought that was a great idea, so everybody's getting a CPR mask, which again, not pictured here because I don't have it yet. Scissors. These are types of little like emergency scissors, and they're just really simple, but these are the kind of things you can cut clothing away off of people's bodies and everything like that if you have to, if you want to be that kind of guy. Or let's say that you're in a position where you've gotten pinched or caught in a car wreck or some crap like that, and say your clothes have been caught or whatever, and it's cutting off circulation to your leg or something. You can whip these out if you have them on you and cut the clothing away from your leg and relieve pressure and things like that. EMTs, medics, combat medics, people like that, they use these little scissors to cut away clothing from a wound before they treat it, and that allows them to not have to physically remove the article of clothing and risk making the wound worse. You simply cut the clothing away from the wound, and that way you're not having to make the wound worse. So that's the whole idea behind that. Plus, you know, scissors are handy for a wide variety of different things. Why not, right? All right, an emergency blanket. This is basically kind of like a little Mylar emergency blanket. These things hold heat amazing. And the thing is, you don't think about it, but shock can come in a lot of different situations, and you can have heat exhaustion, you can get too cold and freeze. But also, an emergency rescue blanket like this is also good if someone's in shock. And someone can go into shock for a wide variety of different purposes. It could be like a really gratuitous or horrible wound or something like that. But emergency blankets, obviously, if there's some situation where you wind up in the cold and you need to get warm, these things are excellent. And it's a nice, you know, compact little thing you can have laying around in your little kit that will work out really well. I mean, and they come up with a wide variety of different purposes other than just being used as a blanket. If you were lost in the middle of nowhere or something, you could lay this thing out and it's really shiny, and you could use it to signal people that are trying to find you from the air, things like that. There's a ton of different uses that a Mylar blanket like that could be used for. So that's another item that you guys recommended to go into man cans. So that was your idea. Okay. We did a small first aid kit from Skinny Medic. Basically, it's just one of these little guys here. It's got a couple of little things in it. You'll see in the B-roll shots here, but it's basically just a small kind of everyday little med kit. Kind of cuts and scrapes, you know. It's not like a trauma kit, you know. It's not going to stop bullet wounds and things like that, you know. But the whole point of a little kit like this is little cuts and scrapes, burns, you know, just a initial first aid kit. You know, this is good to take to the lake with you. You know, kids like scrape their foot on rocks or step on something, cut their foot, or get a little bump or bruise. That kind of stuff is great for those kind of little just everyday things that you just need to have it available, and it's watertight. So the cool thing about this too, you could throw this on your boat or something if you're a fisherman, or take it with you to the lake or whatever, and you don't have to worry about the contents getting you know, messed up. Another thing about this little kit too, what I would do is I would add some like matches, maybe a lighter. Maybe you could take these contents out and repackage them in here with like maybe a few lengths of like little fishing line and hooks for survival use. Maybe a small lighter, strike anywhere matches, tinder, fire starting tinder, things like that go great in a little pouch like that. Wear it around your neck and you're good to go. All right. Last but not least, this was something that I was very surprised about. I didn't even know this existed. It's called a file of life. And basically you put this on your refrigerator and you write down all kinds of information about you, your family, so that let's say that first responders come to your house and they kick in the door and you're passed out on the floor and you got some crap foaming out of your mouth or something's going on. You can't talk to them and you can't tell them what's going on. You don't know how to tell them to help you. You don't know how to tell them what you're allergic to, what you don't need to have, what you do need to have, if you require insulin, what your blood type is, who your doctor is, who your next of kin is. This is one of those things that a first responder coming to your house to help you, you've called them or whatever, they can pull this file of life out and they've got everything that they need right here to know exactly what's going on. Okay, so that is a great idea. I don't know the name of the person that recommended this, but that is an awesome idea, and that's something that everybody needs to have. So guys, that's the First Responders Can. I think it turned out really good this month. I was really excited to deliver it to you. In addition to this can, we've also got some awesome special items that were donated for you guys. These are items that don't go in every single box, obviously, but something that, you know, we felt was really cool to mention for these guys and to tell them thank you. So the guys at OSWAT donated a pair of boots. So one of you guys are going to get randomly selected and we'll get your size, and OSWAT's going to send you out a pair of boots. All right, so that's awesome. We got 2 blowout kits from Skinny Medic. These are a couple of little blowout kits that come, you know, packaged like this that he sells. They've got a Cat 5 tourniquet, some pressure dressings, things like that. You know, really, really awesome blowout kits. And we're talking, these things right here are good for like terminal bleeding, like all out, you know, bullet wounds, things like that. And this is for stopping some serious bleeding, okay? So thanks to Skinny Medic. You guys know he's on YouTube as well. He's got an awesome YouTube channel that revolves around a lot of things, medical preparedness, knowledge related to medical, you know, things. So he's an excellent resource for that. I would definitely subscribe to his channel. Thank you, Skinny Medic, for providing those blowout kits. We appreciate that. We've got a couple of knives and odds and ends that Bastion donated. A couple of knives, I think some patches. He made us some more Iraq veteran patches. So some of you guys, I'm going to throw some of those in your can. Thanks to Bastion there for doing that. He's such a great dude, and he's always great about putting these things together for you guys for the cans. All right, we got a couple of canteens and knives from Blackhawk. You know, they sent out a couple of these little mod knives here. You know, real simple. Some of you guys will get them. I'll basically put them in the cans until they're gone. And then also these canteens. It's a BPA-free little hydration canteen, Blackhawk here. You know, real simple, kind of a military-style canteen. So some of you guys will be getting some of those. Thank you to Blackhawk for providing those. That was very nice of you guys. And also, last but certainly not least, we got 5 Geisley triggers to give away. You guys know we love our Geisley triggers, and the Geisley family has done a really great job of making sure that we get these out to you guys in some of the cans. Hopefully some of y'all can kind of pipe in and go like, yeah, I want a trigger, or hey, I got a trigger. So, you know, we give away 5 of these a month. So all you have to do, you know, when you buy a man can, when we're packing them, I'll just grab a trigger and I'll just toss it in a random can, and we don't know who it goes to. We just put them in the cans for you guys. So we got 5 of those a month going out in the man cans, which is awesome. I really, really appreciate the support that we get in these cans, guys. And hopefully I explained the tier system well enough for y'all in terms of making it simple to understand. You know, what we want to accomplish with the $60 and $100 cans is making sure that you guys get things in there that you're totally stoked about getting. I want you to open the box and go, wow, that's awesome. So like if you buy a $60 can, you know, for EDC month, you might be getting a key bar, just saying. So the thing is, you know, a lot of people, when we did the EDC month from last year, they, you know, we gave away some of the key bars. And people were going, oh my God, I love these key bars. Where do I get them? That is so awesome. Well, you know, key bars retail for 40, 50 bucks, sometimes even higher depending on the options that you get. So right out the gate, you know, in a $60 version, if you get something like a key bar, not saying you'll get a key bar, but you might get a key bar. That's an awesome item in addition to the normal man can, you know, items and everything. So like at the $100 level, you're still getting what you're getting in the $60 can and what you're getting in the $30 can, and then you're getting an additional item. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys, and we're going to try this on for size and see how it goes. If I get a lot of good feedback from it, we'll continue to do it. We have been getting a lot of comments from you guys asking about subscription service, when we're going to integrate some form of subscription into it. That's something that's probably going to take a little more time to work on. We're still kind of taking baby steps. And when it comes to man cans, we're trying to go about this very slow and methodically because we really want to make sure that we're making you guys happy at every turn because that's very important to us, to make sure that the stuff that goes in these cans is something that y'all want, something you're happy to have. I know that a lot of you guys support man cans to help my channel and to help us out as people. And sometimes I've read comments where people say, hey, well, you know, the $30 can, I'm going to chalk this one up to supporting the channel because I don't really like the items that are in the can. Well, I appreciate your honesty, but that's the wrong answer. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear someone go, hey, I was really happy to have these items. These items were awesome, and I really found a lot of use out of these items, or I really like these items, or I really felt like these items were a personal touch that you put on them, you know, from you guys over to me as a buyer of the man can. So that's more of the type of stuff I want to hear, and we're working very hard to make sure that the stuff that goes in these cans, that y'all are stoked about it. And guys, you know, don't think that we're getting rich on these dang things, because we're not. I mean, a lot of the money that comes in on these cans gets put right back in them and goes back out to you guys. We're making a little bit, but it's just enough to kind of, you know, make it worth doing, and that's really about it. But I appreciate the support. I know it's summer. Everybody's out having a good time, enjoying themselves, hanging out with their families and stuff. So, you know, I want to encourage everybody to be safe this summer, be vigilant. Make sure you're out, you're paying attention, keep your head on a swivel, make sure you're armed everywhere you go, keep a long gun in your truck, keep a blowout kit in your truck, and keep your head on a swivel, and everything will probably be okay. You know, at summertime, we like to hang out with our families and go out and do things and have fun and everything. These are odd times we're living in right now, and there's a lot of people around here that hate us collectively, and unfortunately stuff happens. So be mindful of that when you're out. Keep your head on a swivel, Watch out for the people around you. Take care of your families. Enjoy yourselves. Put on some dang sunscreen. I'll let you all get back to it. Thank you for watching this particular video. We have many more videos on the way. More gun gripes, firearms facts, 5 guns, gunsmithing, reviews, more Man Can announcements, you name it. If it's gun related, we probably do it. Thank you so much for the support of Man Cans. It means very much to me and my family and the families that I support, you know, as a content creator. I mean, it means a lot to everybody, not just me, but also the people that are absorbing this content for free. People that get on YouTube and watch a video and learn something, and they learn that because of support from people like you. It's kind of like the whole PBS thing back in the day when, you know, like the public broadcasting, support from viewers like you know, kind of one of those sort of things, but maybe not so corny. I'd like to think we do a lot more fun things. We don't have all the cheesy music like they had. So anyway, thank you for the support, and we'll catch you next time.